Hello everyone, it's Marie from Teddy's Soap, and I've decided to take part in Amy's challenge from Great Cakes Soapworks. And so the first soap that is on the challenge is this tiger stripe. So I'm going to try to do that. So put a lye in here to get things started. Let's get the last drop out. Get that last drop out, out, out. Okay. Excuse me. I still have that cough. A lot of my coworkers have it, and it just stays on and on and on and on. Eventually, I'm sure it'll go away. So I'm going to get my SIG blender and give that a little bit of a stir. Of course, I don't have it plugged in. I'm so not organized today. So the aim for the tiger stripe is to have a fairly liquidy batter. So we're not going to overly stick blend it. And I'm using some essential oils, which I believe will not accelerate trace. Actually, I'm pretty sure they won't, unless they've gone over to the dark side in the middle of the night and decided that now they're going to seize my soap. I'm using a mixture of lavender, eucalyptus, and lemongrass. And because it's kind of got like lavender-ish and a lemongrass-ish, I decided to use blue and yellow as the colors in my soap. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance. Okay, here we go. And I usually mix my fragrance with my castor oil. I've heard that it anchors the essential oils well, so that they don't you don't lose the scent as much in your soap. This is a blend I haven't used before, but it's quite nice. One of my favorite ones is lavender and rosemary, and this is a little bit similar, well, very similar actually, but it's got that lemongrass added to it, so it's quite a nice, soft, but a little bit of a not spicy. Lemon is not spicy, but you know, the little citrusy notes in there. Okay. So now I'm going to split my batter into two. And we'll color them. And I'm using ultramarine blue oxide and the yellow oxide. So we'll start with the blue. Actually, you know what? I should have started with the yellow. Drip. 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 Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the blue and with the yellow instead. Okay. There we go. Because then I can stick blend this, and then it's the lighter color, and then we'll move on to the darker color. So there goes the yellow. when my nephew was young, he used to call yellow Lilo. And then for a while after, I started picking up on that habit. And every once in a while I say Lilo, and I have to catch myself and thinking, no, you're grown up. Don't say Lilo. I'll just give it just a really quick whiz because I just want to get that color mixed in. Good. So you can see it's still quite a bit liquidy. It's not even a trace yet. So that'll give us quite a bit of time to work with our batter. So we'll flip this guy over here. Take that guy here. And here we go with the blue. Bit. Okay. This is nice. Over here, and then we're going to get our mold. And I think I'm going to start with the blue on the bottom. Oh, there's a big splotch of blue that just fell. Well, that will not do. Out. There you go. Okay, and here comes the yellow. I think it could be just a teensy-weensy bit thicker because it's kind of mixing a little bit on the bottom, but that's okay. I think it's going to thicken up a little bit as we progress. It's not really layering, it's kind of mixing. You know what? I'm just going to give you a few minutes just to thicken up a little bit. I don't know if it's any thicker, but we'll see. It would help if I could get a little bit lower and pour it from not so high up. But these big jugs, it's a little bit difficult sometimes. Excuse me. That's that for the blue. I think we can have just a tiny bit more of the yellow. Now, I wonder whether I should swirl the top or just leave it as is. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. It'll go more with the pattern inside. Because otherwise, if I swirl the top and then the inside will be different, it'll be kind of funny looking. So let's clean this up. And let's spray it with some of our trusty isopropyl alcohol. And then we'll cut this tomorrow. See what it looks like. See if it worked. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. So, here we go. I'm going to call this Meadow Mist. I don't know why. I think I just am. I'm going to cut it. And let's see what our tiger stripe turned out like. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Ooh, it's a bit tough. Well, there you go. I did not expect it to turn out this way. That is cool. That's a really good technique, actually. I'm very pleased. I mean, wow, look at that. Who knew? Thanks, Amy, for doing the challenge and showing us how it's done. We've got, wow. I like. Can you tell I'm happy? And the smell. I should say call it smell, because to me smell means bad. The scent is just very, very nice. It's lemongrass, lavender, and eucalyptus. I don't know if I mentioned that when I made the video. But, see? Oh, sorry about that. You probably didn't want to see that. Attack of the soap. Well, that's a funny looking one. A bit thicker slices there. Or thicker layers, I should say. I think the other end was nicer. There we go. Oh, it smells really nice. I'm finally learning how to actually do blends and kind of figuring out what's going to work together and what's not. It's a lot of trial and error, but after a while I'm starting to get the understanding of the different types of essential oils that go together, and top notes, middle notes, bottom notes, and all that stuff, all that jazz. So I'm getting there. Okay. And now we've got our last little bit. Wow, look at that, eh? Isn't that neat? I think I'm going to use this one to give as gifts once it's cured. There we go. So, last but not least. So there you go. This is Tiger Stripe, week 1 of the challenge. Again, thank you, Amy, for starting the challenge. This is a learning experience, and it's exhilarating. Thank you.